My name is Malini and I'm a painter. That's one part of what I do. The other part is I actually share my process, how I make art, with mainly beginners or anyone who's interested in learning how I make art. But my main interest is working with beginners. When they pick up a paintbrush for the very first time and make art, something they may never have done since childhood, it's really just an awesome experience. My art is is abstract, and it's very textured and layered, and that's what I teach my students. And I teach it to them in a step-by-step process. I've broken it down into bite-sized pieces, and it basically is all distilled into about 7 steps. The process is kind of a mixture of structure and letting go. Beginners in particular feel quite safe to proceed and to make art. As one student put it, it creates a safe space to explore the unexplored creative yearnings inside us, and I really liked that. If you've never picked up a brush before, perhaps the last time you painted, your mum said, "Oh, that's lovely, darling. I'll just pop that on the fridge." My workshop is designed for you. If you're curious as to whether you've got a creative bone in your body, come and find out. And I think that learning from me in that step-by-step way it gives you a good chance of really finding out whether you do. And I actually think that everyone does, so all you have to have is an interest. My workshops are designed for people who are interested in learning how to make abstract art and textured art. And the other sort of person is someone who is perhaps just curious, doesn't know what they want, doesn't know anything about art in general, and just wants somewhere safe and secure where they can explore and see if it's for them or not. I came to the visual arts from the sciences, and I think that background in science gives both my process and the way I teach a slightly different perspective to perhaps other art workshops. My workshops have a unique balance of structure and process versus letting go and painting with wild abandon. And so having that balance, I think, gives people that security and that safe space in which to explore and be free to create. I really get the beginner's mind. I really understand what it's like to be fearful and anxious when you don't know how to do something. And so my workshops are kind of designed to reduce anxiety around the art making process.
Malini as a teacher has infinite compassion, and that's something I think that's very valuable in a teacher, because she has an incredible richness of experience, life experience, and she brings that to all her students, and she's so accepting of everyone's own needs and requirements, but also their quirks and their strengths, and she accepts everyone as they are.
She's amazing. I think she makes the whole thing so joyful, and I've done all of her workshops, and she's such a joy to be around. She just makes you want to paint every day.
People can learn from me in 2 ways. You can come to my live workshops in Australia, but if you can't get to those, you can do my online e-course. And the e-course is a good option if you can't make it to Australia. It's also a good option for those who have done my workshop before, my live workshop, and would like a refresher or perhaps a more detailed approach. Because when I'm teaching something over several weeks in daily lessons, you're going to get a lot more guidance from me. There are many things I love about being an artist, but 2 things come to mind first up. And that is, first of all, I get to make art all the time, which is what I love to do, and share that with other people. And secondly, I get to actually take other people on this journey as well, because I'm sharing my process with them and I'm teaching them how to paint. And taking a beginner on this journey is the most delightful experience ever. I just find it so endlessly inspiring, so endlessly joyful, and it pretty much is living the dream, being able to do this. So that's what I love about being an artist.